Today, we remember the life, the legacy, and the light of a remarkable talent, Kelley Mack. Best known for her role as Addy on The Walking Dead, Kelley left an unforgettable impression not just on screen, but in the hearts of those who knew her personally and professionally. At just 33 years old, her journey was cut tragically short after a courageous battle with a rare brain tumor, glioma of the central nervous system. She was an actress, a filmmaker, a storyteller, and a vibrant soul, full of warmth, wit, depth, and creative fire. This is more than an obituary. It's a celebration of her spirit, a reflection on the remarkable life she lived, and a final thank you to a talent who truly mattered, to the industry, to fans, and most importantly, to the people who loved her. Kelley Mack was born Kelley Lynn Klebano on July 10, 1992, in Cincinnati, Ohio. She was the eldest of 3 siblings in a deeply connected, creative, and supportive family. Her early years weren't confined to one place. She moved across states, calling places like Wyoming and Mount Lookout in Ohio home, as well as Ellisville in Missouri, Avon in Connecticut, Charlotte in North Carolina, and Hinsdale in Illinois. These years of movement gave her a broad sense of the world, a curiosity about people, places, and stories that would later fuel her creative life. One pivotal moment came when she received a mini video camera as a child. It wasn't just a toy, it was the beginning of a life's calling. While some children play with cameras, Kelley explored with hers. Filming friends, crafting ideas, chasing the magic of storytelling with joyful seriousness. By the age of 16, she had already been recognized for her acting. Her role in The Elephant Garden in 2008 earned her recognition from NYU's Tisch School of the Arts and helped win the Student Visionary Award at the Tribeca Film Festival. It was a signal to everyone: Kelley Mack wasn't just talented. She was special. After graduating from Hinsdale's Central High School in 2010, she followed her passion to Chapman University's Dodge College of Film and Media Arts, where she studied cinematography. She graduated in 2014, and she didn't waste time. Her professional life blossomed in Los Angeles, where she would live and work for the next 11 years. Kelley's artistry was grounded in deep study. She didn't just act, she understood storytelling from every angle, behind the lens, on the page, in the sound booth. It was this layered understanding that made her performances so honest, so textured, so human. Her most widely known role came in 2018, when she joined The Walking Dead as Addy, a quiet yet strong resident of the Hilltop Colony. In a world of chaos and survival, Addy brought vulnerability, kindness, and a sense of realism to the screen. Kelley's performance made her stand out, and her character became a fan favorite, not because she was loud or flashy, but because she felt real. Her time on the show, though brief in episode count, was lasting in impact. Fans remember Addy, and they remember Kelley, for bringing something deeply human to the world of The Walking Dead. She followed that success with roles in 911 in 2019 and Chicago Med in 2022, where she played Penelope Jacobs. Kelley was versatile, able to embody vulnerability, strength, and subtle humor, sometimes all within a single scene. And then, there was her voice. Quite literally. Kelley made a name for herself in the world of voice acting and commercial work. In 2018, she served as the voice match for Gwen Stacy, originally voiced by Haley Steinfeld, in Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse. Later, in 2024, she reprised the voice in a Hyundai Ioniq commercial. She also brought her charm and expressive ability to commercials for some of the biggest brands in the country: Dr. Pepper, where she played a character in the fictional town of Fayetteville, Budweiser, Dairy Queen, Chick-fil-A, Eli Lilly, Rakuten, and Ross Stores. One particularly touching moment was her appearance in a Rakuten ad, where she shared the screen with her own mother. That moment wasn't just acting. It was family. Beyond performing, Kelley had a true filmmaker's heart. She wasn't waiting around for roles, she was writing them. She co-wrote several screenplays with her mother, including On the Black, a baseball drama set in the 1950s, inspired by her grandparents' lives at Ohio University. She starred in and executive produced Delicate Arch in 2024 and was producing the upcoming 2025 film Universal. Kelley wasn't just working, she was building something. She was creating a legacy. One that reflected her values, truth in storytelling, a sense of wonder, and a love for detail. But the story of Kelley Mack isn't complete without talking about the person behind the career. She was an avid college tennis player. She loved hiking. She was into biking, fantasy football, and playing piano. She had a special fondness for stuffed animals, a sweet detail that paints a bigger picture. She held on to wonder, to softness. She loved bourbon and dark chocolate. She had a quirky, self-deprecating sense of humor, even calling herself a lifelong smoker, a line often delivered with a wink. She adored country music. She could slip into a British accent at a moment's notice, not to show off, but to make people laugh. Her family described her as vibrant, multi-talented, and full of life. Friends recall her as loyal, hilarious, and endlessly creative. To those who worked with her, Kelley wasn't just a professional, she was a joy. Easy to direct. Fun to collaborate with. Kind to everyone, from co-stars to crew. Her death has left a hole in many hearts. But her presence, her impact, remains. Tributes have poured in from all across the entertainment world. Alana Masterson, her fellow Walking Dead castmate, described her as an incredible human, and said she was honored to have worked with her. Fans around the world have shared messages of grief, support, and gratitude for the roles she played and the warmth she shared. Kelley Mack is survived by her loving parents, Kristen and Lindsay, her sister Catherine, her brother Parker, who also works as an actor, her grandparents Lois and Larry, and her dearest boyfriend, Logan. A memorial service will be held on August 16 at 1 p.m. at the Glendale Lyceum in Glendale, Ohio. A second celebration of her life will take place later in Los Angeles, a fitting tribute in the city where she built her dreams. Kelley Mack was more than an actress. She was more than a voice. She was more than her IMDb page or the characters she portrayed. She was a dreamer, a doer, a daughter, a creator, a friend, a sister, a partner, a force. And she was, above all, deeply human. In a time where content is often fast and fleeting, Kelley gave us work that asked us to slow down, to feel, to remember the importance of story. Though she left this world far too soon, she leaves behind a body of work, and a ripple of love, that will continue to move through the lives she touched. To all who watched her, worked with her, or simply smiled because of her, remember that spark. Remember that voice. And carry her legacy forward, not in sorrow, but in gratitude. Soft music begins to swell and rise gently. Rest in peace, Kelley Mack. Your story may have ended here, but your light keeps shining on.